Hey, yoga friends, thank you for joining me on the mat today. For our practice today, we're going to be focusing on a more gentle practice. And some of the poses that I include are to help with digestion. If you have a little bloating or gas occasionally, some of these poses might help to move things through, so to speak. And this is a beginner practice, but any level really, if you want to join. And let's get started down on the mat where I already am. And we'll do some pranayama, some breath work, just to get started to come into the practice today. And you're welcome to close your eyes for this to get started. Find a nice seated, comfortable position. Legs are crossed in front of you. Eyes closed. Hands open on your lap, just resting gently. Taking a moment to come into this practice. As we build our breath, taking an inhale through your nose, a gentle exhale through the mouth or nose, working on making your exhale a little bit longer than your inhale. So inhale, fill the belly, exhale nice and slow and steady. Inhale. One more inhale, trying with your mouth closed this time. Inhale. Exhale. And you can gently blink your eyes open. Coming back here. On an inhale, bring your arms up with you overhead. Exhale, come to heart center. Inhale, arms come up. This time, exhale as you bring your right arm down. Extend long your left side body. Drop your right shoulder. Look up to the sky. I love this practice. It's nice and gentle. Few breaths here. Not only are we working on calming down your nervous system, just helping to refocus and breathe a little bit easier in your body. Inhale, come back up and down. Exhale. Inhale, bring that right arm up. Extend long on your side body. Let that left shoulder drop a little bit. Extend really long. And then exhale, come on down. Inhale, arms come up together. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time we're going to do a twist. So inhale, arms come up. You're going to rotate. Drop one hand by your knee, the other just behind you. Softly look behind you. See if you can rotate that shoulder back just a little bit. So it's a gentle movement. It's a micro adjustment. So you see how my shoulders sort of bent forward a little bit. See if you can roll it back in the socket. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. Keeping your line of energy from your tail all the way to your crown, nice and lifted, straight back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale is rotate to the other side. Same thing, roll that shoulder back, just a gentle roll in the socket. As you look over your shoulder here, nice and lifted. Taking some time to breathe in this position. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale. Hands come down to your side. We're going to go into a twist here with one leg crossed over the other. So you want to rotate on your mat if you need to. Extend both legs long in front of you, toes pointed up. We're going to inhale as you bring your right leg up, knee pointed to the sky, and then drop it over the other leg. And then inhale as you bring your left arm up. Right hand comes behind you, roll that shoulder back, twisting. Drop that elbow to the other side of that right knee. Now, if this is a little bit too intense, you can also just take your hand and hold just below the knee. Now, making sure you're not leaning back too much, you want to push and lift up just a little bit, but you really want that work to just come from your lumbar spine all the way to the crown of your head. So yes, you're kind of pushing the ground away, but you're also lifting, twisting, and now exhale. Adjust where you need to adjust. Don't have to twist so hard to be in this position. Let your body fall naturally where it's going to fall. Keep your toes pointed up, and then see if you can't maybe scissor your thighs in just a little bit to your midline. Take some breaths. Exhale, make space. You might find that you position just a little bit more softly into the pose as you inhale and exhale in this position. Inhale, release. So bring that arm back up. Extend that foot long. And then switch sides. So on an inhale, bring that knee up. And then exhale as you bring it to the other side. Now inhale, right arm comes up this time. Exhale as you twist over. Long spine. Crown is lifted. Gentle push away. But you don't want to, you need to back up a little bit. That's fine. Inhale. Exhale in this pose. Make space. And refocus, keeping your foot planted, your other toe, your foot that's long, keep those toes pointed up. Again, option to have your hand just around your knee here. Remember to bring the shoulder back in line. Stay lifted. You got it, guys. Scissor your thighs in just a little bit to the midline. Inhale. Exhale. Let it out. Make space. Inhale. Bring that right arm back up. Exhale. Let that go. Inhale. Bring that leg back up. Maybe just give a little shake of the legs. Come back to your seated position. You're going to bring your feet together for your bound angle, or you might call it a butterfly position. Inhale as you bring yourself lifted up, keeping yourself nice and long. Part of helping your digestion and helping things move through your body is releasing tension. Number one, releasing your stress, relaxing that fight or flight feeling. Coming more into a sense of rest and digest, as it were. Inhale as you roll your shoulders back and down and bring your arms behind you. Exhale. Inhale one more time as you open your chest up to the sky, almost like you have a string lifting you up. If this is a little bit too intense, you can always relax on that. working to get those shoulders rounding back. And a gentle lift of the head up to the sky. You don't want to go too far back with your neck. You're working on keeping a nice curve in your cervical spine. And then the lift is from your chest. Open, make space for that energy, for that breath. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Option if you want to follow along with me and fold forward, rounding yourself. Bringing your chest through and forward over your legs, over your feet. This is too intense. You can sort of play around with how far forward or how far back your feet are in this position. Exhale. Maybe you come a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, come back up and come over to your hands and knees position. Put some cat-cow. Wrists are under your shoulders and the knees are under your hips. Take some time to adjust your knee. So inhale, drop your belly, bring your chest through. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, round your spine. Round your legs. Inhale. And then exhale. A couple more. Inhale. And then come to your neutral spine, your flat back. We're going to go into thread the needle pose. So on an inhale, bring your right arm up. Inhale, twist. Exhale, bring it through underneath your arm, other arm. While you're here, pushing your shoulder into the ground, roll up just a little bit so that you're not kinked up on your neck. And then open yourself up. Breathe while you're here. See if you can bring that left hip back in space. Walk that hand back. Inhale, bring your right arm up, twist. Exhale, bring it back down. Other side. Inhale, arm comes up. Nice twist. Exhale, bring it through. Walk that top arm forward and out. Push your shoulder into the ground. You can neutralize your hips a little bit so that they're even in space. Walk that hand back. Bring that arm back up. Exhale, let that come down. Bring your knees wide on the mat. Push into a child's pose. Take a quick break. Inhale as you come back up to your hands and knees. We're going to go into our low lunge series. So bring your right leg forward. See if you can plant that foot, matching where your right hand is in between your left and right hand. And then you're going to inhale. Bring yourself up to your low lunge. Push the ground away with that right foot, but push into that, lean into that left thigh a little bit. You're going to feel a good stretch. Making sure you're not going too far forward. You don't need that knee to go all the way over your toes. Nice and lifted. Maybe extend backwards just a little bit for your low lunge. Exhale as you bring your hands together. Take an inhale. And then exhale, you're going to rotate, bringing that left knee to cross over that right elbow. I'm sorry, that left elbow to cross over that right knee. Push your hands together. Getting nice and lifted, but still a good twist. Inhale. Exhale. Making more space and you can twist in a more gentle way. Making your head look towards where you're switching. Exhale. Sorry, inhale. Exhale. Come back out of this. Take another round of breath. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat and push yourself back on that right foot. Bring that right hip back in space. Exhale again. And you fold into your half square. Now you can option to have blocks or pillows with you. Keep your spine nice and long. You're sort of leading with your chest here. You don't want to round too much. Push your tailbone back. And just breathe. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Maybe you deepen the stretch a little bit. Bring yourself back. Bring that leg back to meet the other one. So you're in hands and knees again. And then this time bring the left leg forward in between your hands here. Inhale as you bring yourself up for your low lunge. Make your micro adjustments where you need. Push the ground away with your foot and then push in just a little bit so you stretch along your right thigh. Nice and lifted. Maybe you arch your back just a little bit, leading with that chest. Shoulders drop down a little bit. All these little micro adjustments you can make once you're in the pose so that you're aligned. Exhale, hands together, twist over your left knee. Low. Take an inhale and then exhale again. Make space. Soften yourself into this pose, but still making sure you're steady, you're grounded, you're pushing that ground away. There's still some strength there as you hold this pose. Inhale, exhale, drop your hands down, push back. Neutralize your hips, realign, readjust as you fold over that leg in front of you. Again, blocks are an option. Inhale as you come forward, bring that foot back behind you. Hands come one hand print in front of you. Hands come one hand print in front of you. And you're going to tuck your toes. We're going to push into our downward dog. Hips push back and then they lift to the sky. Maybe walking on your dog. Shoulders externally rotate. Belly button tucks to spine. Heels are reaching towards the ground. You don't have to tuck. Walk yourself to the top of the mat. Exhale, hang in your forward fold. You can grab opposite elbow. Way. Inhale as you rise up to the top of the mat. Hands reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale, arms come up. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. This time, we're going to bend. We're going to do a forward fold with a revolved twist. So bending your left knee. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, fold yourself forward, dive down. Bend into your left knee just a little bit. Keep your left hand planted on the ground. Inhale as you extend the right arm to the sky. You can use black bear's knee. The hand doesn't always want to touch the ground. Exhale, bring that hand down. Bend into your right knee. Inhale. Inhale as you open your left arm. A nice twist. Lots of twisting here. See a theme running through this? Kind of rigging out our insides a little bit. Exhale, let that hand come down. Inhale as both arms come up and you reach toward the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Wonderful. Going to a little flow with a yogi squat and a forward fold. So you're going to bring your feet a little more than hip distance apart. It kind of just depends on where your hips are. And you're going to start sinking into your yogi squat. So you're going to bend into your knees, dropping down. Now, if you have a block or a pillow that you might want to use just to support underneath you in your yogi squat, I recommend that. Hands come together, push your elbows into your knees, knees push into your elbows, and then see if it can't work to be a little more supported on the outer edge of your foot rather than letting your foot collapse inward. You kind of have to lift your arches just a little bit. Again, it's a micro adjustment, and it's okay if it's not exactly perfect. You're just working into the pose with what your body is capable of doing. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale, hands come to ground. Inhale again. Exhale, push yourself up. Straighten your legs, forward fold. Take an inhale. And then exhale as you drop back down into your yogi squat. We're going to do a few of these, working with our breath. So take a full round of breath here while you're in your yogi squat. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping yourself nice and lifted. On your inhale, you're going to push yourself up. Stay in your forward fold. You're just straightening your legs. Take a full round of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, drop back down into your yogi squat. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale as you push the ground away. Inhale. Exhale as you bring yourself back down to your yogi squat. Inhale. And then exhale as you push the ground away. Inhale. And then exhale, you bring yourself back down to your yoga squat. Take an inhale. And then exhale as you push the ground away. And up, forward fold. Inhale. And then exhale down. All right, couple more. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring yourself up into your forward fold, straightening your legs. Inhale. And then exhale as you bring yourself back down to your yogi squat. Let's hang here for just a moment. I know this is intense, and if your feet are lifted, that's okay. If you need a block while you're here, this is really a good stretch. It's just a nice way to be able to sit, and it's great for pelvic floor work. Beautiful. Coming into your hands and knees position. We're going to go into pigeon pose. So some people like to start from downward dog position. It's really up to you. It just depends on how flexible your hip flexors are. I always encourage to start this from a hands and knees position so you can work on that hip flexor flexibility. So bringing your right knee to your right wrist. And it doesn't have to be completely parallel. You don't have to get your legs parallel here. It can kind of go where it's going to go. And you're going to slowly start pushing back that left leg. Now, you may opt to stay here. This is all your body wants to do. You might put a pillow or blanket underneath your hip for support. You can also come all the way down. Resting your forehead on your knees. Inhale as you come back, that's pushing the ground away. Tuck those back toes behind you so you protect your knee. You start coming back into your hands and knees, or if you prefer to get into this position from downward dog. Inhale, bring that left knee to the left wrist. Bring that foot forward. Let it go where it's going to go. It doesn't have to be completely parallel with the front of the mat. Pushing that right leg back now and stay. Bring yourself to the ground, or just stay up, lifted. Option either way. Inhale, come back up. Tuck that back toe, bring that front knee forward back. Technique. The other one, take a couple of cat cows to check it out. Inhale. And then exhale round. Inhale. Belly drop. That's the forward. Exhale. Back to hands and knees, neutral position. Now go ahead and bring yourself to seated position. However you'd like to get there, fine. You're going to plant your feet down, knees pointed to the sky, and you're going to roll back one vertebrae at a time, keeping your Belly button tucked into your core here. Trying not to lift your feet off the ground. Really working with stability here. All the way down. Now this time we're going to do a reverse pigeon. So if pigeon laying down on your stomach was a little bit too intense, this one is a little bit more manageable. So I incorporated both of them. So bring your right foot over your left thigh, bring that in, hands come behind the thigh, exhale, let that knee come in, pointing your toes, so flexing your feet, I should say. Bringing your breath back, connecting with your body after this gentle practice. Exhale, let that foot come back down. Inhale, uncross your leg. Take a round of breath. Exhale. Inhale as you bring your other foot over other leg. Exhale. Exhale as you bring your knee in. Give it a little hug. Take a round of breath. Inhale. Exhale. Sigh it out. Let it go. Make space. Flex your feet. Starting to work your way into your Shavasana as you calm your body down. Exhale, let those feet come down. Uncross your legs. Bring your feet out wide on the mat so that they're at the edges, but then bring your knees in center together so they touch for a constructive rest position. Take some breaths here. So you can start to notice if you're softening into your spot on the ground here. Part of this practice, again, is a little bit about the poses as we sort of, quote unquote, wring out our insides a little bit, help things move along, stretch our inside well as our outside, but also this practice is gentle to help get you into that rest and digest phase. A lot of our GI issues, a lot of our bloating, constipation, diarrhea, all that stuff, a lot of that, some of it's from the food we eat, sure, but a lot of that comes from stress, anxiety. We carry that in our inside here, or our second brain, so to speak. So when we're able to get our body into this rest and digest phase, we're able to better health when we have GI issues and things like that, headaches and all kinds of stuff caused by stress. And then we're going to start working our way into Shavasana. So bring your knees back out. Feet come together as they extend long to the edges of your mat. Make yourself comfortable where you're at. Find a spot that works for you. Slowly start to bring your breath down. Shoulders melt. Eyes are soft. Release your forehead of any tension. Relax your jaw. Let your chest be a little bit looser as you breathe. Go to those places of tension and start relaxing them mentally. Relax your hips and your glutes. Your right leg relaxes and your left leg relaxes. And your whole body softens as you find yourself in this resting pose in Shavasana. We're going to be here for a few minutes. On an inhale, slowly coming back to your body, deepening your breath. Extend your arms long over your head. Extend your legs long. Stretch from toes to fingertips. And then slowly roll over to one side. Taking a moment to honor yourself for making it on the mat today. And honoring the earth for holding you in your practice today. Having gratitude for this body that moves you from day to day. Slowly come on up. Inhale. Come to a seated position. Hands come to heart center. Take a big breath with me. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. One more time. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale gently, nice and long. Hands come to your third eye, your sense of knowing, your sense of intuition. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. I'm so glad you made it on the mat. Namaste.